Hello, good morning. My name is Bharanidharan, son of Ketabnuvendan, and my metric card number is CE200101. So today I'm here to explain about diffuse reflective sensor. So diffuse reflective sensor is a really small sensor that uses light to sense the object. So the sensing method of the sensor is these sensors are really based on the light they reflect. So a transmitter that's within the sensor will transmit a beam in a specific direction that we mm, place, and the presence of the object will reflect some of the rays back to the receiver. So by this they can sense the object, uh, and it works by sensing the object. So this is the diagram of the sensor. It's really an easy diagram. So there is an amplifier to amplify the signal and smoothen up the received signal, so we can adjust the sensitivity of the amplifier. So next is the features. So the features of the sensors are these sensors are used within several centimeters to several meters for the range, and there it will be an easy mounting adjustment of the sensor. So the intensity of the reflective light and the stability of the sensor is based on the situation that we use. So it depends on the environment that we place the sensor on. So the output feedback from the sensor is based on the environment. So next, the application of diffuse reflective sensors. So these sensors are really popular around the industrial. So in the industry, we use for automation, packaging, material handling, and robotics. So these sensors are really useful to detect the presence or absence of the object, counting, and positioning. So these small sensors is really reliable and useful to be placed on the industries, so that we can easily adjust the angle according to our usage and our plan to calculate or to collect the data using the sensor. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Prabhakaran son of Kalayasan. My metric number is CE200075. In this video, I'm going to talk about background suppression. As my friend Barnitharan explained about the diffuse reflective sensor, the diffuse reflective sensor is sense the object by receive the reflection in the receiver. So, in some application, the background behind the object being sensed can have adverse effect on the sensor's ability to detect the object. That is a background separation. Diffuse sensor with background separation have a defined sensing range for any object regardless of color, reflectivity, or finish. They are able to detect dark objects placed directly on shiny background and can be easily installed and adjusted.
Okay, hi and welcome. My name is BEJ34103 and my matrix number is CE200100. So today I'll be explaining about diffuse reflective sensor. So this is a diffuse reflective. So I'll be explaining this part. So okay, now let's go. Okay, for the first, for your information, if all the sensor works on principle of light, then why the ambient light doesn't affect the sensor? So now let me explain about this first. Now let's go to our point. Okay, so now the question is, does ambient light affect the sensor? So first we need to understand what is the ambient light. Okay, the ambient light is a general lighting. Ambient light provides overall illumination for a room and is intended to create a uniform light level throughout the space independent of any special lighting that may be needed in targeted areas of room. So it says that it's a lightning, a lightning from the surrounding, means so we can see it. So now there's three picture that I placed here. So this is picture one, picture two, and picture three. This is the, you can see this is the industrial part lightning, and this is also used for the industrial or any area that has a larger space. So now let's go to the next part. Okay, does ambient light affect the sensor? The answer is no, actually. The reason is why is the effect ambient light are virtually ignored because the sensor receiving circuit is tuned to the emitter's special light spectrum. It means the light that, as you can see in this image, so the light that goes to must be transferred and detected the same light. So it means the same spectrum. So that was it says here, since the receiver set to respond specifically to spectrum, the effect of ambient light are virtually ignored. So it's like a radio receiver which tunes solidly to one station. As you can see in these notes, this is what they call modulation. So the modulated system superior performance is that the sensor receiving circuit is tuned to the emitter specific light spectrum. So that's all from me. For the next part, my friend will be explaining. Thank you.
Greetings, doctor. My name is Karthikeyan Kimorogu, and my matric number is CE200227. So today I want to explain the comparison chart 1 on chapter 2 industrial sensor. As you can see here, there are three sensors. First, there is true beam. Second one is retroreflective sensor, and the third one is diffuse sensor. And in dark opaque, true beam and retroreflective sensor has a good sensing while diffuse has a poor sensing. After that, in shiny opaque, true beam has a good sensing while retroreflective has a poor sensing and diffuse has a good sensing also. The third one, in clear target, true beam has a poor sensing while retroreflective has a good sensing and diffuse has a poor sensing. In multicolored opaque, uh, true beam has a good sensing and retroreflective has a maybe good, maybe not, while diffuse has a poor sensing. Same goes to light opaque, while true beam has a good sensing, retroreflective has a maybe good or bad sensing, and diffuse has a good poor sensing. In translucent, true beam and diffuse has a maybe good and maybe bad sensing, while retroreflective has a very good sensing. While retroreflective range is medium and diffuse is much more shorter than two other sensors. And for the detection part, true beam has a good detection, while retroreflective has a fair one, and diffuse it's poor, nearly fair but nearly to poor detection. For the repeatability, true beam has an excellent repeatability, while retroreflective and diffuse has a fair repeatability. For the environmental resist, true beam has an excellent environmental resist, while retroreflective and diffuse has a fair one. And for the installation cost, true beam's price is very high, while retroreflective cost is medium, and diffuse is very low. And the adjustment time for true beam is slow, and retroreflective also slow, while diffuse is medium. For versatility, true beam and retroreflective as a medium versatility and diffuse as a low versatility. So that's all from me. Thank you.